Hodens 47.4 Hodens done. All pilots are finished. GeoRAM 65105 flat GeoRAM 65 done.
And final heat of practice for this group, arm your quads, line will atone, lesson 5. After this heat, we'll be looking for Zebra 3, Casper Skulls, Tasty, and Skyvet.
Denmark 43.7. Hodens 50.1. GeoRAM 65.1, 0.5. Denmark 48.3 Denmark done. Hodens 55.5 Hodens done. All pilots are finished. GeoRAM 6549.5 GeoRAM 65 done.
All right, first pack of 3 for the group. On your quads, live on the tone, lesson 5.
Casper Skulls 25.3. Zebra underscore 338.7. Zebra underscore 324.4 Zebra underscore 3 done. All pilots are finished. Casper Skulls 105.9 Casper Skulls done. Skyvet 208 flat Skyvet done. Tasty 223.5 Tasty done.
And good morning. Welcome to it. It's Championship Sunday, and we are live from the Craftsman Inn and Suites here in Fayetteville, New York for the 2026 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. I'm Joe Scully. Glad to have each and every one of you with us here on the Multi-GP YouTube channel and on the weBLEEDfpv YouTube channel as well. Good morning to all the gang checking in. Derpy Who's, Borg Slayer, Awaken Michael, and many, many more. We have a field of 64 pilots here at the 2026 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. The event sold out in 7 minutes time. To get the tickets, the opportunity to roll into town to compete for this year's weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. We've taken our field of 62 pilots, we lost 2 along the way, and split them into 4 different groups. Our elite group, the top 16, our pro group, 17 through 32, our sport division, 33rd in qualifying through 48th, and we start this morning with our hobbyist division, 49th through 64. Now, in this group, a little bit of a spread between the lap time, so we may see some races finish faster than others, but not the worst. It is a top 16 double elimination. Look at our fields here. We have Sky Vet in that 61 position. Actually got a time in warm-ups. The first 2 lap time was recorded, so Sky Vet is now dialed in. The rest of the field here in our hobbyist class going all the way up to our top qualifier, Ruteki, that we're going to see in heat number 4. Top 16 double elimination style brackets. Winner's bracket is to be in that, you need to be in the top 2 throughout the program. We have a redemption bracket, so you can be 3rd or 4th just once, or you will be eliminated. Very familiar format. We're about to go green with match number 1. Spare Parts Junior Tech D Captain Cilantro. 3 pilots are set to fly in this one, and so you just don't want to be last. Good luck, pilots. We're going green. 2 lap races. Arm those quads. We're live on the tone in less than 5. Up and at him we go. Captain Cilantro is your high seed here in this heat. Was 3 positions higher than Tech D, and Captain Cilantro had the early lead on board with Tech D. He has got Captain Cilantro in his sights. We have a heck of a race here for those top 2 positions. Spare Parts Junior was taking it easy in warm-up packs, and he's not too far off your top 2, but right now he is behind that transfer position. And there is Tech D with a ringer dinger. Down he goes. We're about 3/4 of the way through lap number 1 with Captain Cilantro, and is about to pick up on our start-finish gate. There's a lap in, 40.5, 2 lap races, and you're looking at a 40 lap time, not the worst. Let's see what we can get done here with Tech D. He's lining things up there on the dive gate, trying to get recalibrated on our race line. And it's a race just not to be last. Now we go on to lap 2 with Tech D, a 65-second lap time. He's about 25 seconds behind our leader, Captain Cilantro. And Spare Parts Junior about to get onto that lead lap as well, just as Tech D crashes and takes a little bit longer to get her done. As we go into the crash gate with Captain Cilantro, he is your first winner of the morning. Captain Cilantro moving up in our winner's bracket to match number 6. And now advantage to Tech D to cross over in second, to go winner's bracket bound as well. We have about 25, 30 seconds separating Tech D and Spare Parts Junior. We're seeing a lot of crashing here, but we just need to get through that finish gate into our crash gate with Tech D. Tech D getting it done. And so he will move on in the winner's bracket. That's going to take Spare Parts Junior into our redemption bracket. But Spare Parts Junior here earns the time on the track, and so let him finish things up here, give him a little more track time in anticipation for that redemption bracket. Gonna need to know those lines to stay in the competition. Captain Cilantro Tech D moving to match number 6. No channel changes. Spare Part Junior to match number 5 when we're done on this one. No channel changes. Of course, you can follow along on those heat sheets as they update dynamically at multigp.live/WB261. There's the dive. Getting a great view all around the banquet room here at the Craftsman Inn and Suites. Let's get to the crash gate with Spare Parts Jr. I mean, he crashed into the crash gate. I think we can count that as a win, no? This case we will. There we are. All three pilots finishing their 2 laps. And again, Captain Cilantro and Tech D moving to the winner's bracket match number 6. Spare Parts Jr. to our redemption bracket match number 5. That is our first matchup of the morning complete. We had an excellent banquet last night with prime rib, chicken parmesan, Mediterranean cod, braised beef, brisket, manchiotti. Full course meal under a heated patio. Lots of great beverages. So we get our pilots under goggles and into their chairs. It's match number 2, GeoRam 65. Hodens in Denmark. Same as what we saw in match number 1, top 2 going to our winners bracket. Whoever pulls up third goes into our redemption bracket. Our 3 pilots set to fly, 2 lap races. Good luck, contenders. Armless quads. We're live on the tone in less than 5. There's Go Tone Denmark, first one up, then Hodens, then GeoRam 65. Our qualifier in this heat, Denmark. Missed the cutoff for sport by 2 positions. Is your second highest seed in this Hobbyist division. Good position to get here, maybe hit our podium. As he hits that 3/4 mark, the table section. Swoopy up and onto lap number 2. We go with Denmark. 41.3 opening lap time for your leader. Get on to lap 2 as well with Hodens. He's about 7 seconds back from our leader, but here in these preliminary rounds, the winner's bracket, the redemption bracket, you want to be in the top 2. You don't need to win each every one of them. And Denmark and Hodens with pretty good advantage right now over GeoRam 65. He's still working on lap 1, about to go into lap number 2. He gets onto it, 27 seconds back from our 2 leaders. See if you can get closer to that transfer position as Denmark gets to the crash gate to finish up. 2 laps up, 2 laps down. From the whole shot to the checkered. Denmark with an early win. There's Hodens across the line in second, 15 seconds back. And he too will advance in our winner's bracket. And now finishing up his second of 2 laps, GeoRam 65. Taking a second visit at our dive cube. Now we go to this table. He really slammed into that, came in with confidence. That's our lap gate to our crash gate, and all 3 getting it done. 2 laps in 2 minutes 29 for GeoRam 65. That's gonna give him third in the match, and so that one is complete. We're going to take Denmark and Hodens on up in our winner's bracket. Take them to match number 6. Channel changes coming in. Denmark to race band 6. and Hodens to race band 8. So when you come back in match number 6, and GeoRam 65 going to match number 5 in that redemption bracket. Channel change as well. GeoRam 65, you're going to go to race band 1. Of course, you can follow those heat sheets as they update dynamically. The link is in the Facebook Messenger chat. You can get to it at multigp.live/WB261. So we are now on match number 3. This is Sky Vent, Tasty, Casper Skulls, and Zebra 3. A few names you may recognize in there. Tasty has been on the podium here at the weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. 2023, he was second in pro. 2024, he was 4th in pro. Casper Skulls was last year's, or not last year's, 2 years ago. In 2024, Casper Skulls was our Hobbyist champion. Zebra 3 competing in his first weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship, making the trip up from Florida. In warm-ups before the brackets this morning, Zebra 3 was ripping it. Was doing 36, 35 second lap times. We're going green. Good luck, pilots. Arm those quads. We're live on the tone in less than 5. Off like a shot. Full shot going to Casper Skulls, then Zebra 3. Casper Skulls and Zebra 3 only were qualified one position apart. They are your first two to get through. Then Tasty, then Sky Vent. Everyone here getting through and on to their opening lap. And there's a 25.9 for Zebra 3. He's taking about 10 seconds off of his times earlier, his qualifying times. Gonna make short work of it here. Casper Skulls getting onto the lead lap, still in second, 20 seconds behind our leader. And ding was Zebra 3 bringing it in. Now we're watching Casper Skulls and Tasty only separated by 3 seconds as they get onto their final lap. And issues there for both Casper Skulls and Tasty. Trying to dial it in. Casper Skulls now on his lid. And Casper Skulls gonna bring it home, missing the crash gate again and again. And Casper Skulls getting across the line in second to move on into our winner's bracket. Casper Skulls was upside down against the wall. Numerous crashes there. Was thinking that that might open things up here for Tasty. Tasty just gonna finish up smooth. Now Tasty looking for that crash gate. we officially finish up with Tasty in third. And just down to Skyvent on lap number 2. Yeah. Well, this is lap number 2 for her. Yeah. The positions have been solidified. So let's do some bumping right here. Zebra 3 and Casper Skulls moving on up in our winners bracket. Going to go to match number 8, Tasty and Skyvent, to match number 7 in the redemption bracket. And no channel changes, no channel changes. We just finished match number 3. And now on match number 4 with Mr. Rabble from Johnson City, New York. Dronautilus from New York, New York. And your top qualifier here in our Hobbyist division, Ruteki from Towako, New Jersey. Ruteki, your top qualifier, 2 laps in 74 seconds. So 2 34-second lap times for the W and the win. And we are going green. Top 2 going to the winner's bracket. Whoever's third going to the redemption bracket. Good luck, pilots. Arm those quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. Top qualifier, Ruteki. First one off the blocks. Underway. We go with him. Then Dronautilus. Then Mr. Rabble. They're separated by 1.9 seconds. Second and third. Dronautilus and Rabble were only a position apart in qualifying, the way the seating goes. With evenly seated pilots here in this one. In addition to our TQ. One of the advantages of how the seating goes after qualifying, TQ is up versus pilots that are 7, 8, and 15 positions back. So big advantage to Ruteki. He's already on lap number 2. 38-second lap time, so a little bit longer than his average that he did in qualifying on that top 2 consecutive to become our top qualifier, number 1 here in our Hobbyist division. As Dronautilus now gets onto lap number 2, 27 seconds back from our leader. Mr. Rabble gets onto that lead lap. And he's only 2.3 seconds back off of Dronautilus in second. As Ruteki rings the bell to move on into our winner's bracket. Our top qualifier out on the forefront. And there's no Iron Man at this event, as looked like Mr. Rabble slid ahead of Dronautilus for a second. Now Dronautilus back in the lead. They're only separated by about 30 feet here inside the banquet hall. And now we see a switch up. Mr. Rabble got ahead of Dronautilus. Dronautilus tried to make a pass to get back into second. Then it was a race to turtle after both of them crash. This is our tightest race for a transfer position yet here this morning. And now Dronautilus misses the crash gates. Is this opening the door here for Mr. Rabble? Mr. Rabble pulling up the second on that one. You need to finish your races. And Mr. Rabble with the save of the day right there. Let's move Riteki and Drenautilus up. And our winners bracket, Riteki channel change race band 6, Drenautilus channel change race band 8 when you guys come back in match number 8. And Mr. Rabble going to match number 7 with a channel change as well. You're going to go to race band 1. Show different because there isn't a timer in the crash gate replay. So we are going to, I got to hit some more buttons here. I got to wake up a little bit. My computer's got to wake up a little bit. All right. Yes, let's play this back here. Watching Drenautilus, right? Drenautilus and Mr. Rabble trading places a few times. Let's watch Drenautilus get through the start-finish gate, but have difficulty with the crash gate. And so, gonna relaunch, try and line up again. Mr. Rabble gets there first. That 3-second difference makes all the time in the world. And the worst part is that if you look on board Drenautilus on his second attempt, in that top right-hand side, let's go full, let's go, which one was he? There we go. On board with Drenautilus, as he's trying to get into the crash gate a second time, he actually watches Mr. Rabble go into the crash gate right there. That was a tough finish. And on the second attempt in the crash gate, it was a miss, unfortunately. All right, we are at match number 5. We only have 2 in this one, but we're going to give them the same track time. It's Spare Parts Jr. and Geo Ram 65. No one's going to be eliminated. Have fun, pilots. Arm those quads. Live on the tone, less than 5. So I believe we only had 12 pilots, 12 or 13 pilots in our Hobbyist division, make it to Championship Sunday. So we don't have full brackets here in all of our preliminary heats, even early heats of our redemption bracket. So we let Geo Ram 65 Spare Parts Jr. get a little extra track time without pressure. This is match number 5. On deck will be match number 6 with Captain Cilantro Tech D Denmark Hodens. And in the hole, match number 7, Tasty Skyvet Drenautilus. .3 opening lap for Geo Ram 65. Just ahead of 10 a.m. here locally. Excited to have each and every one of you with us. Watching our broadcast. Gonna be a long day. Lots of brackets to get through. Say hello to Fresh Bread. was watching Zebra 3 pound those laps earlier. Dreadpool as well, saying, come on, Zebra. Yeah, he found about 10 seconds a lap between qualifying and his gates, his bracket races here this morning. Fresh Bread says he ate some Wheaties this morning for sure. Say hello to Fiddy, Equity FPV, Michael Lowndes, Nebulex FPV. Great day, Championship Sunday. Great day to kick back and relax. If you're watching our live stream, you can blow her up all the way to 4K, our first ever broadcast weekend in 4K high definition. As both pilots crashing out on lap number 2, separated by 30 seconds, and Geo Ram 65 just had Rainbow Road. I think his quad is now done here in this redemption bracket race. We'll see if Spare Parts Jr. can get by the down Geo Ram 65, and it looks like this is going to be a win here of this redemption bracket race for Spare Parts Jr. 2 years ago, top 4 in our Hobbyist division, trying to get into that Final Four again here 2 years later, the 2026 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. And there's a win for Spare Parts Jr. to win match number 5. So 2 in the heat, no one facing elimination. We'll take Spare Parts Jr. and Geo Ram 65 to match 9. No channel changes, no channel changes. Match number 9, where we'll take them. Back into the winner's bracket. Actually, technically, it's our first visit to the winner's bracket. Match number 6 with Odense, Denmark, Tech D, Captain Cilantro. Your next 4 getting set to fly. Winner and second place in this next matchup go to the semifinal of the winner's bracket. 3rd and 4th going to our redemption bracket. Of course, this event presented by weBLEED, weBLEEDfpv.com. Online superstore for all your whoop parts, much, much more. And we have 4 pilots set to fly. Winner's bracket. Top 2 go to the semifinal of the winner's bracket as well. Good luck, pilots. Arm those quads. You're live on the tone in less than 5. All 4 up and at 'em. Whole shot going to Denmark. Then Captain Cilantro, Hodens, Tech D. Less than 3 seconds separating all 4 pilots. Denmark pulling it away a little bit. Captain Cilantro and Tech D were on top of each other. They're in a battle for 3rd, 4th. But we just lost our leader. You got Hodens and Tech D tangled up together. Is your leader Denmark? Or your leader's Hodens. Yeah, that was a tough crash for Denmark. Took them from first all the way down to fourth. So your running order is Hodens, Tech D, Captain Cilantro, then Denmark in fourth. He's just under 8 seconds away from the transfer position. We just lost another leader. Now Hodens down. Tech D sliding up into the lead. Now you're going to push up Captain Cilantro. All 4 pilots on lap number 2. A race to our finish gate. Here comes Captain Cilantro, and he gets into the crash gate. There's one transfer position. Denmark and Tech D trying to finish this one up. Tech D gets to the crash gate, and then Denmark just behind him, 2.4 seconds back in third, leaving us Hodens, who was leading on lap number 2 to finish up in the number 4 spot. So Captain Cilantro with the win, Tech D in second, Denmark in third, Hodens in fourth. And we'll take Captain Cilantro and Tech D to match number 11, semifinal of the winner's bracket, no channel changes. Denmark and Hodens to match number 9, channel change for Denmark. Denmark to race band 2 when you come back with Hodens in match number 9. So we go from the winner's bracket to the redemption bracket, then back to the winner's bracket. This will be match 7. Our second visit of the redemption bracket with Tasty, Skyvet, and Dronautilus. Top 2 moving on to match 10. Third in this heat will be our first pilot eliminated. I believe we'll put them in about that number 13 spot overall. weBLEEDfpv, they're more than just a store. They're a community built by pilots for pilots, born in the basement and fueled by a relentless passion for flight. weBLEEDfpv has grown into one of the leading names in the whoop and FPV space. Their mission is simple: to support the FPV community with gear, innovation, and heart. Whether you're a first-time flyer or a seasoned racer chasing milliseconds, weBLEEDfpv is there to keep you flying. They have LED gates. They even have hot sauce, the weBLEED sauce. Thank you to Zotek, Borg Slayer, the entire team of weBLEEDfpv. You can visit their store and see all the great deals. There's always a great deal. Great selection as well at weBLEEDfpv.com. I also want to thank our friends at Beta FPV, longtime supporter of the weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. They just came out with the Air 65-2. There's some good air units as well. Thank you, Beta FPV. Couldn't do it without your continued support. Match number 7, redemption bracket race. 3 pilots getting set to fly. Just don't want to be last. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. We're live on the tone, no less than 5. Mr. Rabble, first one off the blocks. Tasty right behind him, and here comes Skyvet as well. Gonna slide up into the lead now with Tasty, the number 1 spot. Mr. Rabble dropping into second. Skyvet has found a gear, so there's No easy advancing out of this redemption bracket race. Mr. Rabble, our first one with a bauble. Tasty to answer with a bauble as well. Two-lap races here in our hobbyist division. In about 90 minutes, we'll be welcoming our sport class pilots in. We'll be bumping her up to 3-lap races. Working our way through our program, hobbyist, sport, pro, and elite. Brackets for all 62 attending and competing pilots. This event that sold out in 7 minutes when the tickets went on sale a couple months ago. Tasty and Mr. Rabble on to lap number 2, separated by 9/10 of a second after 1. Tasty pulling ahead of Mr. Rabble by a couple of gates now. Well, that one is going to be under review. We got Skyvet 2 laps in. And Mr. Rabble and Tasty, scoring computer had them doing 3 laps in that one. It's only a 2-lap race. That's why I was super confused what was going on, and there was a lot of coaching going on, so I wasn't sure if we'd done all the laps correctly. Is that why they were still out there for 2nd or 3rd lap? And so once we get our DVR review team in place, I'm going to tentatively give Mr. Rabble and Tasty the bumps, but that one is going to be under review. Yeah, that one's going to be under review. And so results are unofficial, and we're just going to review and make sure that Tasty and Mr. Rabble successfully do 2 laps in that session. So that one's under review. I'm going to move Mr. Rabble and Tasty up again. That is only temporarily or tentatively, as that one is under review. So Skyvet 3rd, going to finish in the top 13 of Hobbyist, but I wouldn't pack up yet, as those results may change and Skyvet may be tagged in. We're going to move to match number 8 in the interim. Zebra 3, Casper Skulls, Ruteki, Mr. Rabble, you're up. Spare Parts Junior, Geo Ram 65, Denmark, and Hodens on deck. We're at match number 8 in our winners brackets. I also want to thank Emacs USA for being a continued supporter of the We Bleed Northeast Whoop Championship. So many hot products. They have the whole ready-to-fly kits if you want to get into whoop or micro racing. They got the Tiny Hawk Light kit for $179.99 right now at emacs-usa.com. Perfect for first-time flyers. We'll talk about that in just a moment, as we are going to now send 2 pilots to the semifinal of the winners bracket. It's the top 2 here in match 8, advancing to the semifinal of the winners bracket. 3rd and 4th, still with the life. This is match number 8. About to go green. Pilots, arm those quads. We're live on the tone in less than 5. There was a shaky start for Zebra 3. Looked like he crashed through the start-finish gate. That's also our hole shot gate. And issues for Dronautilus and Casper Skulls. Dronautilus getting on his lid. Now Casper Skulls not hitting the ground. Well, hitting the ground a couple times, but not staying on the ground. And now we've moved Zebra 3 just ahead of Ruteki, your top 2 positions. Casper Skulls trying to catch up in 3rd, and Dronautilus in our caboose in 4th. Zebra 3 on to lap number 2, 31.2, so about 4 seconds faster than what we saw in qualifying, and looks like he had another crash, but was able to recover the craft before it touched the ground. There's Ruteki on to lap 2, still running in 2nd, 18.8 seconds back behind our leader, Zebra 3. And Zebra 3 with a 28.7 on lap 2. And he gets across that line and into the crash gate to win match number 8 and to advance to our winner's bracket. Casper Skulls getting onto lap number 2. Dronautilus onto lap number 2. They're on top of each other in a battle for 3rd. They are about 20 seconds back from Ruteki, who is starting to finish up his 2nd lap, and he gets to the crash gate. Ruteki going to the semifinal of the winner's bracket. That is going to give Casper Skulls 3rd, Mr. Rabble, not Mr. Rabble, Dronautilus 4th. So let's bump them on up. Zebra 3 and Ruteki going to match number 11. Channel change for Zebra 3. Zebra 3 going to race band 8 when you come back with Ruteki in match 11. Casper Skulls and Dronautilus, you're going to match number 10. Good news, though. No channel changes. No channel changes. That was match number 8. Race band 8. 8, yep. Match number 9 into our redemption bracket. We're about to go. Spare Parts Junior, Geo Ram 65, Denmark, and Hodens. I was talking about that Emacs USA kit. Here it is at Emacs-USA. If you want to get into this, this is one of the best ways to do it. Get everything you need in one click, one add to cart. Comes with a frame. Look how ducted and strong that is. You learn to fly FPV, this thing is gonna take a beating. 75mm frame, the perfect size. 6 is good. Says batteries will fly up to 8 minutes. Look at that. Powerful video transmitter as well, 400 milliwatts. Comes with the flight firmware already installed. Comes with a radio. And the great thing about this radio as well, if you are just getting into whoop racing or even full scale, you have this radio, you get Velocidrone, the official sim of MultiGP. This radio hooks up to your sim, and so you can train in the sim with the exact same radio you fly IRL in real life. And it is the go-to set right there. You get yours at Emax USA, emax-usa.com. They're one of our diamond sponsors of the 2026 We Bleed Northeast Whoop Championship. I also want to thank our friends at Radio Master, a small radio with a big impact. I just say it's the radio I see the most at drone races worldwide. They've taken over the space. They keep things open source as well, which is very handy. Hey, Paul, how much time can you give me without being a pain? Can you give me a minute? I don't think you need to unplug. Oh, okay. So you can just power cycle, and then by the time you guys get back into your chairs, I think we're good to go. Why did I need a minute? After DVR review, Mr. Rabble missed a section of the ladder. That was back in match number 7. Mr. Rabble DQ'd, missed a section of the ladder, and so that gives him 3rd in match number 7. That's going to put him 13th overall, and that moves Skyvet to match number 10, the on-deck heat, I believe. And Skyvet, we got a channel change for you as we bring you back to life. Race Band 1 for Skyvet, Race Band 1 for Skyvet on deck with Dronautilus, Casper, Skulls, and Tasty. I'm good now, Paul, whenever you guys are. And we're going to start this race in about 25 seconds. We are going back to the tape. So that Skyvet Mr. Rabble situation not solidified yet. We've gone to the appeals court. They've overturned a decision. We're going to go back to the tape again. So Skyvet and Mr. Rabble, stand by. One of you is on deck. Let's go green with match 9. Thank you for your patience, pilots. Arm those quads. We're live on the tone, less than 5. There's a launch. This is a redemption bracket race, so 3rd and 4th going to be in that, I want to say 11th and 12th position overall in our field. The top 2 will stay alive, advancing to match number 12. Whole shot of this one going to Denmark, and Denmark flying some clean lines. Watching Geo Ram 65. He's running 4th right now in our field, but he's got the smoothest lines, less risk of crashing. We'll see if that strategy pans out for him. Excited to see it. Denmark's already at that dive cube and on his way. Hodens running 2nd. He gets through the dive cube. There's your top 2. Hodens in Denmark, your top 2. As they work on lap number 2. Spare Parts Jr. and Geo Ram 65 each coming down a little early on the opening lap, but they're back up again a la turtle mode. Recovering the craft remotely. Denmark getting over to the table section. So we're 3/4 of the way through. Now about to finish up with the win. And Denmark getting across the line. 2 laps in about 84 seconds. And we get Hodens across the line in second to advance as well. Denmark and Hodens, your top 2, advancing to match number 12. And now we're going to finish things up here with Spare Parts Jr. and Geo Ram 65. They're 58th and 59th in qualifying. Finishing in the top 12 of our Hobbyist division. And now leaving it all out on the track here on their last pack. In our Hobbyist bracket, match number 9 this morning. Lost Geo Ram 65, and now it's just Spare Parts on that victory lap. Buzz in the dive cube. There's the dive. And to our checkered we go. Spare Parts Jr. getting it done in the end. Finishing in the top 12 of our Hobbyist division at the 2026 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. Denmark and Hodens, no channel changes. No channel changes. You're back in match number 12. As we await our 4 pilots getting set to fly of our next heat of our redemption bracket. Tasty, Casper Skulls, Dronautilus, and Sky Vet. Well, this is the one that we were waiting on that DVR review for. I didn't get an update. And so we are calling Sky Vet in the position. I bumped him and then So just having a little discussion there behind the scenes on the reviews, the double DVR review on Mr. Rabble. So remember that heat? That was a while ago. That was match number 7, where Tasty and Mr. Rabble stayed out there for 3 laps, and so the call was that Mr. Rabble missed a gate on the ladder on lap number 1. So judges said, well, he missed a gate on the ladder. It's going to DQ. And then I said, well, he did 3 laps, though. Like, he was out there for 3 laps. Did he finish his 3rd lap? because the third lap would make up for the second lap, but he crashed out on the track. Battery died on lap number 3. Skyvet did finish her 2 laps and make it to the crash gate, so she is still alive in the competition. So she takes that position here in match number 10. It'll be Skyvet, Dronautilus, Casper Skulls, and Tasty. Third and fourth in this next heat will finish in the 9th and 10th position. In our Hobbyist division bracket, top 2 advancing further in our redemption bracket to match number 12. The top 2 in that advancing to the semifinal, the redemption bracket, top 2 in that going to our final 4 later here this morning of our Hobbyist division. We got a new partner here in 2026 of the weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. Damaged. They have frames, they have motors, they have 3D prints, electronics, accessories, and so much more. Damaged without the last E. No E's in damaged. Spell damaged out, delete that E. You'll get there. Damaged.com. Got the Nightwing Zippy Bind and Fly kit. It's a big selling item right there. Sold out right now. They get damaged for your support to the weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. Match number 10, going green. Pilots arm those quads, live on the tone, less than 5. Casper Skulls, your first one up and in the air. Looking like he was going to take the whole shot, crashing out. He's actually behind me. He is under my desk, under my chair. He was pointing at the right direction. I'm not touching him. I am under the watchful eye of Paul Adkins. And I am not going to make contact with this quad. Can I blow on it? He's on my mic cable. I can't even move. Oh, there we are. Oh, floor to ceiling. And now he is in all the cables. So if wherever you're watching from, you may not be watching in a little bit. And you're going to know why. Oh, motor dead after all that. Oh, what an attempt. We're allowed to touch it. We've been cleared to make contact. Tasty, your leader. No, it's going to be Dronautilus, your leader. Dronautilus, 3.7 seconds ahead of Tasty. Skyvet getting on to that lead lap, lap number 2. So all 3 remaining pilots on their second lap. There's Tasty across the line to the checkered gate. And Tasty advancing further in our redemption bracket to match number 12 with the win of match number 10. Dronautilus crossing over 7.7 seconds back, had a little bit of time at the lead, pulls up second to stay alive in the competition. And so 10th overall in Hobbyist, Casper Skulls. 9th overall in Hobbyist is on her victory lap right now. Goes from 13th in qualifying to 9th in qualifying. and doesn't even need to finish this lap, but it is a victory lap for Sky Vet, finishing in that number 9 position. And talking a wee bit out of school, it was 2-lap qualifying. We never had 2 laps recorded until this morning. And moving up 4 positions from qualifying and brackets. All the drama, getting the invite after the DVR reviews, the numerous DVR reviews on other pilots. And her last pack on the track, she does another 2-lap session to finish in the number 9 spots. Sky Vet getting it done. So we are going to take Tasty and Dronautilus up to match number 12. And channel change for Dronautilus, you're going to go to race band 1. Dronautilus, race band 1. When you come back with Tasty in match number 12, that's a break of 1. Diver down, reading my mind. It's going to say, let's take a look at a bracket. As I thought it appeared. It's a magical moment. We're at match number 11, semifinal, the winner's bracket. Top 2 in this next race advancing to our final for Chase the Ace, final of our Hobbyist class division. 3rd and 4th, not eliminated. They'll go down to match number 13 and follow that white road. They go into the redemption bracket. There's a bunch of pilots here waiting to do some damage with them in that redemption bracket. And so if you're 3rd or 4th now, you go to the semifinal of the redemption bracket, then a chance to redeem yourself, hence redemption brackets, and get into our final 4. Sometimes you'll see the same 4 pilots in the semifinal in the final. It's just the way the bracket works, allowing for a little bit of bad luck or awarding and rewarding a little bit of good luck. So that is where we're at right now. We've taken a look at all the directions of match number 11. Here in our semifinal, the winner's bracket, we're going to have Ruteki. He's your highest qualifier in this group. He's also your top qualifier of this group. Number 1 gunner from New Jersey. Zebra 3 was 3 positions back in qualifying from the top spot of Hobbyist. 4 positions from making it to Sport, making the trip up from Florida. Tech D from Pennsylvania was 54th in qualifying, 5 positions behind our TQ. And Captain Cilantro making the trip from Canada, north of that 49th parallel. 51st in qualifying, so he was 3 positions back from Sport, 2 positions off our top qualifier here in Hobbyist. And they all meet in match number 11, semifinal, the winner's bracket. Coming up in about 55 minutes, we will commence with our Sport division. Who's on the wrong channel? Oh, Zebra 3? Yeah, you had a channel change, race band 8. Oh, and his goggles. Well, he changed his quad. Halfway there. No, you're good. 4 pilots getting set to fly. Top 2 to the final. Bottom 2 with a chance to make it to the final. Let's go green. Pilots arm those quads. Live on the tone. Lesson 5. All 4 pilots are flying. Those on the live stream, we're going to see that other quad here in a moment. Leader Zebra 3, there we go. Running order Zebra 3, Captain Cilantro, Ruteki, Tech D. And issues for Captain Cilantro. There's Ruteki on to lap number 2. Tech D, Captain Cilantro on to lap 2 as well. And Zebra 3 going 2 up, 2 down. First one in our crash gate. We got another one. I'm just hitting a few buttons here as everyone finishes up. When I copied over all the races, it should have copied over the minimum lap time, and so the scoring computer was confusing everybody there. And I'm going to need a moment to sort out some things here on the scoring computer. Going to need a moment. I'm going to need a moment. All right, I was able to fix my late night heat building error, and we are now back cooking. So Zebra 3 and Ruteki moving to match number 14. No channel changes, no channel changes. Captain Cilantro and Tech D moving to the semifinal, the redemption bracket. No channel changes as well. And now I'm good to go. Yes, sir. We are now at match number 12. 3 matches to go. How many heats could it be? Who knows? Could be a bunch. The way this is going, could be a blast. Here in our redemption bracket, we're at 12. Winner of this, top two in this going to this semifinal, that redemption bracket just above them in match number 13. And so one of the four pilots we're about to see could be in our final with Zebra 3 and Ruteki in just a wee while. Got Nautilus from New York, Tasty from New York, Denmark from New York, and Hodens from Boston. Massachusetts. We're going green. Top two staying alive in the old competition. Third and fourth finishing 7th and 8th overall. Not the worst. Good luck, pilots. Arm those quads. We are going to go live on the tone in less than 5. You should know the four pilots. All four pilots here working on lap two-lap races here in our hobbyist division. The advantage to Denmark. Hodens, Nautilus, and Tasty grinding it out here for that second transfer position, and we just lost our leader. He's on his lid. He's trying to recover his craft remotely. Does that open the door for Hodens? He's got a few gates. Here comes Denmark. Denmark redeems himself and gets to the crash gate. And there's Hodens. Is Hodens in front of the crash gate? He went in. All right, yeah, verbal or visual confirmation. He went in and bounced out. And so that is going to take Denmark and Hodens to match number 13. That's a back-to-back situation for them. They're first and second. So we start doing that overall ranking. And so 7th overall going to be Nautilus, and 8th overall going to Tasty when it's all said and done. We're going to finish up that lap here with Tasty. A little bit of a victory lap, leaving it all on the track to the crash gate. Great finish right there. Top 8 for Tasty. We do have a back-to-back on this one. Denmark and Hodens, you are up right now. Channel change for Denmark as well. Denmark, you are going to go to race band number 6. So back-to-back situation, semifinal, the redemption bracket. Denmark, race band 6. Along with Hodens, Captain Cilantro, and Tech D. So we will be back with you here in just a moment as we get those pilots to chairs. Semi-final, the redemption bracket. Top 2 advancing to our final 4. Good luck, pilots. Arm those quadcopters. We're live on the tone in less than 5. Great shot of our launch stands as they go green. Denmark, Captain Cilantro, Hodens, and Tech D, your running order here on the start. Denmark, your early leader by the looks of things. Captain Cilantro right with them. Then you got Tech D and Hodens together, 3rd and 4th. The entire field only separated by about 15 feet. And your leader just went under the table. Going to drop a position. That moves up Captain Cilantro into the lead. Denmark down into seconds. They go into lap number 2. Hodens 4 seconds back from the transfer position in 3rd. And now we get onto that lead lap and final lap with Tech D. He's 11 seconds from the transfer position. As we chase Captain Cilantro. Denmark's close to him. Has him in his sights. Now Denmark with a bobble. Captain Cilantro takes the lead on lap 1 at the end of lap 1. And he wins the semifinal, the redemption bracket, to make it to our final 4 here this morning. And Denmark had all kinds of issues, but in the end redeems himself as well. Finishes 2nd. 11 seconds back behind Captain Cilantro. Hodens almost caught up to Denmark again. Finishes 3rd. 3.1 seconds back behind Denmark. And there's Tech D across the line. And so that will put Hodens in the number 5 spot overall. And Tech D in the number 6 spot overall in our Hobbyist division. Match number 13 complete. Let's take Captain Cilantro and Denmark up. Got a channel change for Denmark. Race band 2 this time. Race band 2. When you and Captain Cilantro power up in the final 4. Match number 14 is next. Rounding out our Hobbyist division. Your final 4 getting set to power up here momentarily. We're displaying them proudly on your screens at home in gorgeous 4K high definition. Left of your screen from Citrus Springs, Florida. 52nd in qualifying and finding 8 seconds a lap in bracket Zebra 3. To the right of him, from New Jersey, Rutecki, your top qualifier here in our hobbyist class. To the right of him, second from the left, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, it's Captain Cilantro. And from Erin, New York on the right, that is Denmark. So here is how they qualified. This is your top 4 in qualifying in Hobbyist Division. Rutecki was first, Denmark was second, Captain Cilantro was third, and Zebra 3 was fourth in qualifying. And so the rest of our field are trying to lower their position, but they have retained their position. They find themselves here in our final 4. And as we do at the We Bleed Northeast Whoop Championship, we run our final again and again and again until we know every single position. It is Chase the Ace. The first one to get 2 wins is our champion. Second, third, and fourth decided on their finish points. But if there is a tie on any of those finish points for podium, we have a race-off for the tied position. It is Chase the Ace round number 1. There's no Iron Man in this situation, and I think we would have taken it away anyway. Zebra 3 beat Rutecki in the semifinal of the winner's bracket. So no Iron Man in play, even though we weren't going to play it anyway. But this one is going to be a heater, first of many, and the pilots are set to fly. Contenders, arm your quads. We're live on the tone in lesson 5. Chase the Ace round number 1, all 4 off the blocks. Full shot going to Denmark, so he comes out of the redemption bracket with a gear. Zebra 3 was trying to pass the entire field, or he was behind Denmark, but now he's trying to catch up to the rest of the fields. And the Canadian holding strong as well. Here in Chase the Ace round number 1. Zebra 3 goes from 4th into 1st. He's your leader on to lap 2. A 30.5 second lap. Rutecki in 2nd, 6 seconds behind our leader. Here comes Denmark. He gets onto lap 2. Now looking for Captain Cilantro to get onto that lead lap. So he is back of the pack. And he now gets onto that lead lap, but he is 8 seconds back from the top 3 as Zebra 3 goes 2 up, 2 down, a 30-second lap time and a 25-second lap time to win Chase the Ace round number 1 as he becomes our first ace to chase. Of course, looking for those finish positions as well. And Rutecki about to make his way to that crash gate. Rutecki across the line in 2nd. There's Denmark in 3rd, and that will make Captain Cilantro 4th. Of course, we are making sure that our judges agree that every gate was properly passed through. Every flag properly passed as well. There's Captain Cilantro across the line. So a little bit of gap in separation, 20 seconds between 1st and 2nd, then 8 seconds between 2nd and 3rd, then 20 seconds between 3rd and 4th. But it's the finish points that matter here in Chase the Ace. We've awarded 1 ace to Zebra 3. And so what does that mean? We run again. And if Zebra 3 wins this next race, he's your champion. It's going to be on Rutecki, Denmark, and Captain Cilantro to win Chase the Ace round number 2. And apparently that one is going to be under review. Results are unofficial. So we are looking for our DVR review official. So DVR review happening here behind the scenes, and our pilots here are charging, getting things ready. So we will get you the update on that in just a moment. I want to thank one of our newest sponsors of the We Bleed Northeast Whoop Championship. This is one of our newest sponsors, Asher's Chocolate Company. The answer is always chocolate, perfect for gifting or grazing. And what a spread of chocolates they've lined up for us here. So many chocolate creations. They also do coffee bags and assorted boxes. I'm a huge fan of coffee. I've been working on launching a coffee brand at some point. It looks delectable. Everyone loves coffee. Everyone loves chocolate. Thank you to Asher's Chocolate Company for their support. Ashers.com. I also want to thank the team at VCI. Great motors. They got Micro Whoop Series motors. Got the full-scale, full-size VCI SE Series motors as well. All the accessories you need. There's Poster Boy Pino. We're going to see him a little bit later on. Team VCI. VCIHobby.com. We also want to thank 533, fly533.com. Continued supporter of drone races, all sizes, all places worldwide. They have lots in the microspace. Even a big fan of this tiny trainer. We have one of those at home. Of course, full frame kits. Tiny trainers frame kits. And they have a program where you can buy it pretty much ready to fly. Thank you, Fly533, for your support for the 2026 We Bleed Northeast Whoop Championship. Well, after DVR review, results are official on that last one. Zebra 3 with the first ace awarded. And now we go green with Chase Ace round number 2. If Zebra 3 wins this one, he is your hobbyist champion. Don Rutecki, Captain Cilantro, and Denmark to get a win to push it to a 3rd round of Chase Ace. Good luck, pilots. We're going green. Arm those quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. So last time the whole shot went to Denmark. This time it goes to Zebra 3. And then Captain Cilantro, Denmark, Rutecki, a running order off the start. So Zebra 3 with the fastest times that we've seen by him posted today. His personal best individual lap time. Someone did some simming. And now we have crashes with Zebra 3, who was your leader, and Denmark, who'd worked his way up into 2nd. That moves Rutecki at least into 2nd. Zebra 3 now gets on to lap 2. And now Rutecki with a crash. That moves Captain Cilantro up into 2nd. And another crash there for Rutecki. So Zebra 3 and Captain Cilantro are your top 2 here, and we may have a race-off if that's the finish order. Rutecki gets back up and onto that lead lap, but he's 12 seconds away from 2nd, 18 seconds from 3rd. As we get to the crash gate, 2 up, 2 down to make Zebra 3 your hobbyist champion after a DVR review. Results are unofficial as we look to finish everyone else up, and we're going to do all kinds of figuring on this one. When I'm talking about the figuring, there's Captain Cilantro across in 2nd. That's going to give him a 2nd and a 4th. There's Rutecki across the line in 3rd. That gives him a 2nd and a 3rd. But results are under review on that last one. And if the results become official, no race-off required. We are clean on points, no ties. And so get some lipos. This is lap 1. We haven't. Does he go back? That's. I'm going backwards. That's what you want, right? Dougie, my review? Oh, wait. I should be sending it to you, right? Yeah? There we go. We have to go above on this pole dancer. We do that. And we have to go through that first gate on the left. Off the middle. Y'all spin to death. We're at the, go up to the rafters. So we still have to go back to that first gate. The first gate. And so Zebra 3 misses the gate. Should have been on that. We'll watch it back in real time. Whoops. I'm rewinding here. I have to go back before that crash, right? Looks great in reverse, doesn't it? Let's watch it in real time. There's the crash. Need to go back to that gate. Misses it. And so that is going to give Zebra 3 third in Chase the Ace round number 2. Third. So that changes our finish order. That gives Cilantro his first ace. That moves Ruteki into second with a pair of seconds. Zebra 3 has a first and a third because Denmark crashed. And so Denmark a third and a fourth. So, just when you thought we were ready to crack open some champagne, we are going to await those practice warm-up packs for our sport class. We're not done in Hobbyist. We go to a Chase the Ace round number 3. So Chase the Ace round number 3. So right now on points, Zebra 3 and Ruteki are tied with 4 points. Ruteki with a pair of seconds. Zebra 3 with a first and a third. We have 2 aces awarded, 1 to Zebra 3, 1 to Captain Cilantro. And Denmark is only a couple of points back with a third and a fourth. So as we launch them here in just a moment, if Zebra 3 or Captain Cilantro win this next heat, they are your Hobbyist champion. It's on Ruteki or Denmark to get an ace to push it to another round. Good luck, pilots. We're going green, arm those quads. Live on the tone, less than 5. A little bit of fun drama here in our Chase the Ace final of match number 14. And we are now on heat number 3. Chasing Zebra 3. Now he posts a 23-4. Just looking for another clean lap. Getting his win over the 3 heats, 2 aces. And, well, there's the announcer Jinx. Down Zebra 3 goes. as we put Rutecki and Captain Cilantro now onto that lead lap. They're 12 seconds back behind Zebra 3 as they are battling for second, and Denmark's only 3 seconds behind them. Rutecki just ahead of Captain Cilantro there for that second place. As we get to the crash gate this time around, a Zebra 3, a 23 and a 30. And as long as they like that one, that gives him his 2 aces and his win. As we get everyone else across the line, Rutecki to the crash gate in second, Captain Cilantro to the crash gate in third. He's not in yet. Denmark got to it in third. Denmark squeezes by Captain Cilantro. We're just going to confirm with our officials there while they are confirming. I'm going to see what happened there with Captain Cilantro at the end, as he went through the start-finish gates first, or ahead of Captain Cilantro. But what happened with Captain Cilantro? He crossed before he went through the start and finish gate, but then had issues between the start finish gate and the crash gate. Let's watch them. How close is this finish? What's Captain Cilantro doing here? No, you mean other way around, right? Here comes Denmark. Captain Cilantro rejected. Dang. All right. So now let's do the other math. Do we have any ties? We do not. So that is going to conclude our hobbyist class as we look to digits. Our congratulations to Denmark finishing in the number 4 spot overall in our hobbyist division. A third, a pair of thirds and a fourth in the Chase the Ace rounds to finish up the number 4 spot overall in our hobbyist division. Your second runner-up, third on our podium, is going to be Captain Cilantro. Pair of fours and an ace to be your second runner-up, third on our podium. Your reserve champ tried to keep him honest. He was smooth. 3 second-place finishes across the 3 rounds to be a reserve champ. Congratulations, Rutecki. It took 3 rounds, but he got his 2 aces to be your hobbyist class champion. Zebra 3, the top of our podium in hobbyist. Full ranking for our division there off to the right-hand side, and we will get some podium awards prepared. Your top 3 a hobbyist. Those watching here on the Multi-GP YouTube channel, the weBLEEDfpv YouTube channel, after we award some hardware, we're going to be going to a new stream. And I know that stream is scheduled to start in about 15 minutes. It might be with a little bit of pre-roll. We have warm-ups with our sport class pilots coming up next. Our sport division, qualifiers 33 through 48. Those 16 pilots are going to get 3 practice packs before we go into their bracket. So we will be a little bit beyond 11:30 before we go green with that group. But coming up in sport, we're going to have Borg Slayer, Silly Butter, Typhus FPV, Steady Eddie, Zotec, Hyde FPV, CW Drones, Spooky V9, Hooked FPV, Sharp Turns FPV, Mo, Revision A, Brazen, Itmom, Shankin Whoop, Magic Smoke will be making their way in for a pilot briefing and some warm-ups. They'll be coming up next. Our next broadcast 2 of 4, coming up about 15 to 30 minutes after we do our briefing and warm-ups with those pilots. You're going to see them compete in their double elimination bracket plus Chase the Ace for the sport class title here at the 2026 We Bleed Northeast Whoop Championship. Are you going to do it?
No, but I have to go get my gear. I'm flying.
Well, we have to have a briefing and shit.
Yeah. But can you...
himself, Mr. We Bleed Jeff Grabowski, to do our first medal ceremony here at 2026 We Bleed Northeast Championships. I have it written down if you need it. Yep. All right, guys, once again, I'm going to hand this off to Zotec for our first trophy award ceremony here.
Who's coming in fourth?
Fourth was Denmark.
Denmark. Yeah, but you're... You know how to say their pilot names?
Denmark.
Here you go.
Oh no, Utah. You suck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to award our 4th place award here. Going to Denmark. Come on up, Denmark. Oh, no way. There you go, buddy. Coming in 3rd is Captain Cilantro. Yeah, dude. Very cool. Congratulations. And
There's going to be a small cash prize.
And coming in 2nd here is Ruteki. Congratulations. Well done, well done. Don't go far. And coming in 1st, all the way from where? Florida, Zebra 3. There you go, boss man. Congratulations. Pictures. Who's doing pictures? We have pictures? Matt. Okay, that'd be perfect. Awesome.
All right. Hey, you just want to
Techie. Come on over, Techie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, 3rd place, Captain Cilantro, get on in here.
Captain Cilantro. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll get Denmark in a little bit. He's packing.
Denmark is he had to go check out. So. All right, let's get rid of him.
Yep.
Paul, I got to grab my gear. Can you get the... Yeah, thank you.
Let's give it up to the pilots. Congratulations, everybody. Well done, well done.